So once the team was assembled, obviously you went through a very significant injury that, as you all saw in the documentary, that there was some questions about whether or not you would be somebody. I don't know if necessarily made the team if that's too dramatic, but once you got hurt and you have committed to this team, how did that impact your mindset going into things?
Yeah, well, I mean, let's take it to 2006, top of the mountain, world champion, finals MVP. You can't tell me I ain't the best player in the league. I'm feeling myself. Going to the World Games, I think I almost averaged 20 that summer. We can go back and look, but I think it was about 19 point something. And so I'm feeling good about, even though we lost, we won a bronze, I'm feeling good about my role and where I am. I'm one of the guys on this team. And then injury happens the next season, shoulder, knee. And now I'm on the outside watching the 2007 team in Vegas come together. I'm watching Kobe now step into that role I was in. And now I'm looking at it like, wait, hold on. Like, do I even fit on this team? And then I go through the season and I'm not healthy. And the Heat actually shut me down halfway through the year because Rouse was like, go get healthy. And now I got like a month and a half to get ready for the Olympics, and all the conversation is about, the team. And my name is not brought up in the team. And so I'm like, I'm hurt. Like, I'm really hurt. I understand it from the standpoint of like, yes, I didn't have a great year last year, but like I'm one of the guys that's been a part of this. And so having to try out for the Olympic team twice, that hit my ego. That hit my ego. But it really just kept, putting that fuel on that fire for me, which I needed.
So once you are on the team and you guys are all together, given the news of the day, I'm just curious, was there any fights in practice? Did anybody?
There you go.
You want to know, did anybody steal on somebody or
friends? Like how many? No, it was all hugs.
All hugs?
All hugs.
Okay. No, but what was that? Because often when you talk to players, especially once you guys are retired, they talk about those are the times you miss the most. So what was that experience like as you guys are trying to gel? You have this common mission. What's that experience like?
Well, just getting to know each other. You know what I mean? Like, first of all, we're all fans of the game. We all fans of each other. We're not playing. We watching our favorite players play. And these are all the guys that you hear, as LeBron said in the doc, these are guys that you was like, man, if I had Chris Paul, like, come on now. You know what I mean? And so now you have it, and now you're around these guys, and now it's like, it's cool. Like, now I'm around Kobe. Like, I grew up wearing Kobe jersey. I grew up, trying to be like Kobe, right? And now I'm around Kobe. And so being able to be a fan of these guys was amazing, but then be able to learn more about them, to be able to call ourselves brothers and family. Like, we really had to get to know each other. We really had to spend a lot of quality time together, and we did that. And whether it was at breakfast or whether it was in the weight room, whether it was in workouts, whether it was on the plane, like wherever we were, we just was all together. And like I said, it was just watching like Argentina, like they were together, and we couldn't just show up and like not know nothing about each other, not know nothing about each other's family, not really like want it for the other guy as much as you want it for yourself. And so that's what we built.
So who is it that you would say your relationship with came the furthest during that time?
Kobe. I would say, I think, well, first of all, I believe all of us would say Kobe because nobody had a relationship with Kobe. So if you was able to say hi, it went far. But me personally, yes, I would say probably if I say two people, I would say Kobe and Chris Paul. Chris Paul was coming off of his rookie year at that time as well. And so I didn't know CP. Bron and Carmelo knew CP. And it was like, all right, I'm friends with them, so I guess I got to become friends with him. And then I actually started, like, I love the guy. I was, oh, he's cool. But Cole was somebody for me that, we both was playing the same position. I was 26, he was 30. I was chasing him to get in his eyesight so he can respect me. And I've always heard about his work ethics. I've always heard about this character called the Black Mama that we all, got wind of. And I wanted to see what the Black Mama was really like, right? Like, I'm like, how hard do he really work? Like, I work hard. And then I got a chance we all got a chance to experience the work, and like these stories that we tell, there's only a few. Like he kept doing this. Like he kept one-upping us. If we showed up at 6 to work out with him, then he was like, all right, well, I'm gonna get up at 4. He's like, you know what I mean? And so like being able to sit like this and have conversations with him and be able to understand his mindset, be able to laugh with him, you know. That's a lot to laugh with Kobe at that time. Kobe wasn't a laugher. He didn't talk to you. He didn't dap you up before games. He wasn't a laugher. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like we all had handshakes. Kobe had no handshakes with nobody. It was just straight like, let's get to it. You know what I'm saying? And so it was great for me to be able to, one of my idols, you know, somebody, I always say Jordan, Kobe, and Iverson are my favorite players who I model my game after, to be able to get to know him personally.
Well, with Kobe, I think for a lot of people seeing this footage, you know, it's celebratory, but it's also heartbreaking at the same time. So when you first saw this in its final form, seeing all the footage and everything together, what was your gut reaction? Yeah,
same thing. And I got a chance because, you know, I was lucky enough to, once again, let me just say this. I was lucky enough to be an executive producer on this. You know, I give a lot of credit to the producers, the directors, for reaching out and really, you know, understand the importance of having the players' voices a part of this. And so I got a chance to kind of get in early before all the edited footage, and I got a chance to see a little bit more. And I watched it by myself the first time. My wife wasn't in the room, and I watched it by myself, and I was crying. I got emotional. You know, like you cannot see Kobe and Gigi together and not burst out in emotions and in tears. And so it was very emotional, and that's why it was important that myself and LeBron and Melo and CB and all the guys' voices was a part of it to tell Kobe's story the way that we seen it, the way we experienced it. And so, but yeah, all the emotions.
Mm-hmm. So, statute of limitations have passed. Is this where the Heatles were formed? Is this where it happened? You can tell us now, T. Wade.
Like, what do you mean by that?
Okay, so did you, during the 2008 Olympics, were you having conversations with LeBron, with Bosh, who maybe other people we don't know, saying like, you know what we need to do? We need to be like Voltron. Some of y'all too young to get that, but like we need to form this power team. Is this where these conversations were happening?
No.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I got to be honest.
What?
I do not believe you. You didn't tell me not one time, nowhere was anybody talking about playing together.
I wasn't privy to that conversation. Let me just say that.
Do y'all believe him?
I don't understand how y'all can ask me and then don't believe my answer. You believe my other ones though? You don't believe this one?
We don't believe this one.
I don't. The conversations never happened.
Never happened.
I'm not in
because this is 2 years before.
Yeah, I mean, I get.
You know the timeline, right?
I understand how it looks.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Y'all know, like I understand how it looks, people. But no, we didn't have the conversation. But what I do think happened, just hear me out, is being able to play with that level of talent, to be able to in 2004 we all had egos and we brought all our egos and we didn't put them under an umbrella. We just brought them all in. In 2008 we learned what sacrifice was really about. We learned that it was what bigger than you was really about. And so I think that took on a bigger message for some of us that, first of all, I like playing with this talent. I mean, no, I ain't saying that about my Heat teammates, but I mean, they not Chris Paul and LeBron and Carmelo. And so I think we just, just in the back of your head that you can play with this talent. You get a chance to do it in All-Star games. You have fun with it. You get a chance to do it in the Olympics. It's amazing. But we never thought it would. I never thought LeBron James would play in Miami. Why? Why would I think that? Why would I think?
I might be starting to believe you a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. Like, why would I think LeBron would come to play in Miami? Come on, guys. Like, just seriously.
I mean, it is Miami.
And I held it for 2 years.
I didn't say that he gave you the yes then. What I'm saying is that, you're like, Miami's kind of cool. It's a good place.
I mean, yeah.
No state taxes. Like.
I don't think he's worried about state taxes. He had 90 off the back. I don't think. Nah, it was never a conversation. And like, I feel like I've been asked this question so many times. I feel like I should just start lying and say yeah, because then I feel like we could just move on from it.
Yeah, we probably stop asking
so
at that point.
I'm still not saying yeah right now.
It's okay. It's your story. You sticking to it.